I'm gonna grab myself a cup of coffee and I'm gonna tell you this story. I want you to know this. So, when was that? At the end of October, last 2 weeks of October, I got fired from both of my jobs. I was having a job in Egypt and one in Dubai, working like crazy all day long from home, but still, I didn't have a personal life, not a big one, not a social life. All of a sudden, the universe sends me a sign: you have to stop and you have to get back to your senses. This is not healthy, this is not right, this is not what you want to do either. And besides that, you don't feel rewarded financially or otherwise. But of course, this can be uncomfortable because I was not prepared for necessarily. I had plans, this changed, and in that moment, after the shock that I had initially, I decided I'm gonna do something else. I decided I'm gonna reframe all the story and give it a narrative that will keep me sane, healthy, and that will give me the chance to choose right this time, because it's not really random for two jobs to disappear in the same time. I was working for one for almost 4 years, and the other one, it was fairly new, 1 year. However, still, it's not that usual for this to happen. Of course, I forgot my microphone because I am new to this scene of YouTube, so let's adjust it live with you here. I was saying that, of course, it hasn't been comfortable, but it was a great opportunity for me to calm the F down, focus on my body, choose what's healthy for me, make time for cooking, make time to go to the gym, and this, trust me, helped me tremendously because I basically released the right chemicals that pushed me through to feel more motivated and to actually appreciate all the good things that I have in life. You know, you can feel this kind of event as being a very tragic one. At that point, I didn't have, let's say, a partner to support me or a family to support me. So I've been always the independent type, but you know, I can also feel depressed at sometimes and disappointment. It's natural, I'm a human. But in the moment I took the decision to focus on myself and to really trust that this happened for a reason and this is not random, that both jobs were taken from me all of a sudden, that it is my chance, and I had this warning before, I have to admit, it's my chance to finally choose right, it's my chance to finally do something that I'm here to do and to be. Without the pretense that I have to become some guru or some expert in anything, but it's my only duty, and I believe it's our own duty in general, to just respect and own and discover who we are and why we came here on earth, who God made us to be, if you believe in God or the universe or whatever you think. But I believe every person at birth, they have their own unique set of settings, skills, talents, capabilities and quirks and personalities that make them very unique. And I think each and one of us has a very specific role to accomplish. So because of the fact that we are placed in the very wrong places in our jobs, especially in our jobs, we get very confused, we get very disconnected from ourselves, from our family, from our moral values, from our values in general as human beings, and from our souls, because I do believe we have souls, and disconnected eventually from spirituality, from higher power, whatever you wish to call it. And this is not necessarily good. As you can see, around and what's happening in the world. But that's another long conversation. So getting back to the main focus of this story is that all these months I had the realization that I'm more in my feminine energy just by nourishing my body through movement, through cooking good food and healthy food, through actually resting more my mind, and through actually learning more. Although this is something that I always do in my spare time, I'm not saying it as a wow, look what I'm doing. This is sometimes not good because I cannot really watch a movie unless I'm with somebody. Otherwise, I have to consume something that's, giving me some useful information. So, yeah, it gave me this opportunity of learning and deepening my learning. I have been spending all my, my past 5 years really going deeper into esoteric studies such as the Gene Keys and astrology and tarot. Yes, I do really love esoteric sciences. I love to decode languages that are not necessarily very popular or very easy understood by others. Don't get me wrong, I also don't understand the language of mathematics, although I would wish to, in a more deeper sense. So I have spent these past months really going into advanced mode more than ever. And I also have spent time studying about career and vocation for the past year and so, and I'm getting certified as we speak, because being in the wrong place in my job actually has been one of my burdens throughout my life. I felt confused, I had no guidance. I always knew there are so many things that I like. I am essentially an artist at heart. I love visual arts, and I love writing as well. It is a combination of things, and I always also had this impression that I have to like or to be good at only one thing, and I always thought that I'm too distracted because I like so many things, or because my interest is so broad and I have to focus on only one thing and become an expert at that, because pretty much this is what they tell you. And it's partially true, but also I believe we should have a sort of a relationship of polyamory with the things that we love, and polyamory in our career. It's okay to do more things, and to do more things that are somehow connected, of course, right? They have to start from your own truth. They have to start from something that you really appreciate and value and love, or you're passionate about, right? So I'm telling you this story because nowadays there are many things happening, many changes at a collective level as well, and I presume more than ever we need this guidance, and we need to be together, and whoever thinks or feels that has something to share, even just a little bit, even if you don't trust in yourself like I haven't. It's been really difficult for me to be here on this channel. I mean, I'm trying for months, and I'm thinking about the YouTube channel since 5 years ago. However, if you think you have at least one little tiny thing that you can share with the world, be it in writing, be it in a YouTube channel, on an online platform, you don't necessarily have to put your face out there, or be it through your art or through your craft or through your skills. Maybe you're very good at cleaning and you want to teach people about that. Maybe you're very good at cooking, or maybe you're very good at fixing things, or you're very technical. If you do anything and that's your thing, and you feel like you have to share that with the world, do it. There are some people out there you don't even realize. There are some people out there that you might think everyone knows that the thing that you know, but actually no. So share it. Be generous. So this is what I'm trying to do right now. I'm grateful for the experience and for the journey, and I am trying to be generous and share whatever I gathered as knowledge, experience, and of course lessons. And I hope it's gonna help somebody. And I hope this journey it's gonna transform lives, and it's gonna transform my life, all of us, to be more joyful eventually and more at peace with who we are, and accepting and owning the fact that it is right to do what you love here in this lifetime, because it's short. It is short. I know this is a cliche, but it's just like we often act like we are immortals. Not often, all the time. We're taking everything for granted. We're taking our brain for granted that does everything automatically, such as allowing us to breathe or to eat or to speak. You know what I mean? So let's try to look at things differently. That's why I'm creating this channel and this brand of Desert Perspective. I'm here to offer you perspectives, to share with you from my journey. And I promise you there are some funny stories. I promise you the journey is not boring, and we gonna all be together in this, and I'm gonna share practical tools with you. If you're open to more, we can work in one-to-one sessions. Soon I'm gonna launch these packages and this possibility of working with me. I'm still working on it, so wish me good luck. Myself, I'm emerging as an entrepreneur these days after the situation with the jobs, and it's not easy, it's not comfortable. It is coming with lots of self-doubt and blockages and stories that I'm telling to myself. So right now here in front of you, it's me having the courage to introduce myself to the world. Because deep down, I know I'm not bad. I know I'm good in many things. Not excellent, according to the levels of our society, or I don't know whose levels, but I know I can do something good, and I know I have good intentions. So yes, as long as you have good intentions, and as long as you want to break free, and as long as you believe in yourself and in your destiny and your God and your universe and your higher intelligence, whatever, you know, let's get outside and let's go out there and make things possible, and believe in magic a little bit too. Why not? But I have to tell you at the end, I don't want to make it too long, that I haven't felt better since I gave myself this time. Fortunately, I lived from my savings for a while, and with the help of friends eventually that believed in me and encouraged me to do this thing of, you know, creating my own journey and creating my own path in career, and not only. So trust and welcome any help if you are in a similar situation, because I know many of my friends as well, they got fired, or they left the job because it was not well paid, or because they were not respected, and or because they were mothers and, you know, they had to take a break and then they couldn't go back to work. Many reasons happening around the world due to the crisis. So this is the time that we have so many possibilities out there, and I am happy to share all the ways I know in order to create a sustainable, stable life, material life. We're gonna talk about money as well on this channel. I think it's important. And we're gonna talk about spirituality on this channel. I think it's very important, and they're all connected. Okay. I'm grateful for this journey. I'm grateful I had the opportunity to choose myself when I could have chosen to be desperate and feel a sense of tragedy because I lost all my jobs. And yeah, it's been good. I'm still on the way of finding this stability. However, the feminine and allowing type of energy that has settled in my life in the past months is just being wonderful, and it's attracted so other good things in my life. and I'm in a place where I'm happy, and I'm in a place where I know magic exists, and where synchronicities happened, and where I can witness unfolding, still them unfolding in my life, these synchronicities. And I wish for you the same, and I wish I will be part of your journey. And thank you for being here and watching all this story. I allowed myself to talk to you without a script. Perhaps I've been incoherent, perhaps my English was not perfect, but that's not the purpose. But I thank you and I appreciate you being here, and I hope to see you in my next videos.